Welcome students. Last class we have discussed about CSV files. We have created the CSV file in Notepad and we have seen the result in the Microsoft Excel. Here we are going to see about some of the rules to be followed to format the data in the CSV file. First rule, when you are giving a line as a record in the CSV file, at the end you have to press the enter key. The second rule is, if you are typing more than one line, you may not give the enter key for last line. And the third rule is to be, there may be an optional header line which may be in the first line of the file. For example, it may have a field name 1 and field name 2, 3. It should be separated by comma. And at the end of the line, we can give CRLF, that is carriage written, and line field, for example, that is enter. The third rule is to give CRLF, and fourth rule is to be, when you are giving the record, within the header or in each record, there may be one or more field. That field should be separated by comma. But at the last, no need to give the comma. And if you want to display the data with double quotes, you should be enclosed the data with the double quotes. Each data should be enclosed with the double quotes, and comma has to be used for separating the data. Here, two examples has been given. In first example, data has been given with double quotes, and in the second example, the data has not been given in double quotes. Next rule, if you want the comma as an output, you should give the comma also in the double quotes. Then only in output also the comma will appear. And the final rule, the double quotes, if you want to appear in the output, you should give the double quotes also in the another double quotes. I think you have understand about the 7 rules for formatting the data in the CSV file. Next, we are going to create a data in the CSV file. Here, already we have created data in text editor, that is in Notepad. That output is coming like this. That is item name keyboard and 2 empty spaces there. After that, cost, rupees, quantity, profit, total profit, it has been coming. After creating this data, first we are creating in Microsoft Excel here. After creating this data, you have to save this data by clicking File, Save. Then Save option will come. In that, file name you have to type and extension you have to give as .csv. The Excel file has been saved as a CSV file. After that, you have to go for text editor and you have to open the same file. Then immediately the data will be coming like this. That is item name, cost, everything is coming. Finally, 2 commas has been given. If 2 comma, simply comma alone is given, means the empty cell has been displayed. As we have seen, I already said in the previous thing in Microsoft Excel. So the empty space has been displayed. For empty space displaying, we can give simply comma alone. Next, how to open the Microsoft Excel as a CSV file. First, you have to install the Microsoft in a computer. If Microsoft Excel is there, automatically the CSV file will be opened. If you are making a double click on the CSV file, automatically it will be opened. Otherwise, you have to open the Microsoft Excel and go for the menu File, Open, and select the CSV file. And if the file is not list out, you have to select the file type as a .csv or star.txt or star.prn. Then the CSV file will be opened in the Microsoft Excel. In this way, you can open CSV file in Microsoft Excel. Next, reading and writing in the CSV file using Python. Okay, because we are learning about Python, we can read and write the CSV file by using the Python. There are two ways for reading the CSV file. One is by using the reader function. Another one is by using the dictReader class. First, let us see how to use reader function using Python. For that purpose, reading and for both writing, you have to use the following steps. First, you have to open a file and then you can perform either a read or write operation, and finally you have to close the file. So these are the steps for reading and writing the CSV file in Python. Next, there is an built-in function in Python, that is open. You can use this open to open a file. Here is an example has been given. F equal to open of sample.txt. Here the current directory and the F is an object file. Current directory has been opened. The sample.txt file has been opened. Otherwise, you can give the path. Full path you can give. Open C:/ pyprg /ch13 sample5.csv, like that also you can give the full path of the file. If you want to open the file, you have to specify the mode, whether it is in writing mode or reading mode, like that. If you are not mentioning, the default is text mode. If you are mentioning it as in binary mode, it returns in bytes. This is used for dealing with the non-text files, that is image files or exe files. You can use the binary mode. There are various modes available in file modes available in Python. That is R, it is for opening a file for reading, and for W, it is an opening a file for writing, and X, it opens the file for the exclusive creations, and for small e, it creates a file where it does not exist, and T, it is to open the file in a text mode, and B, it is for using to open a file in a binary mode, and plus it is for opening the file for updating, either reading or writing. It is mainly used for updating. So these are the file modes which we are using in Python. Here an example has been given for reading and in text mode and binary mode. First example is open of sample.txt. It is equivalent to R, because by default in Python, it will, if you are not mentioning any mode, by default it will take as a text mode, that is R or RT. And next one is W has been given, that is a write mode. And next image.bmp, I already said image files means it will be in binary mode. So read or write in a binary mode. And this next example, that is open of test.txt, f.close. As I already said, first you have to open the file and you have to perform the read and write operation. Finally you have to close the file. For that purpose we have used f.close. Next, CSV modules can be read using the reader function. For this purpose, we need the method called csv.reader method. And for using this method, we can read the data in different formats. Either we can use double quotes, or we can use pipeline symbol, or we can use comma. The syntax for the csv.reader is csv.reader of file object, comma delimiter, comma fmt parameters. First you have to give the file object and you have to mention the delimiter, what we want, either it may be a comma or double quotes or pipeline, and finally you have to give the parameters. Let us see the example for comma. Default delimiter as comma we are giving. In this example, we have opened the file by specifying the path, and next we have giving reader equal to csv.reader of f, and we are printing the row, and finally we are closing the file. The first line of the CSV file we have to give this one, that is hash importing CSV, that is in command line. Next line we are giving import CSV, that is import CSV has to give in the CSV file. Here output coming, it is mentioned with comma because we have used the comma in the output. For that purpose you have to use the delimiter as the comma. Let us see the next example. We can give the data with the space at the beginning in CSV file. Here topic 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 example 1, 2, 3 has been given. This file name has been saved as sample2.csv. In this example, first we have given, as I already said, import CSV, and here csv.register dialect, my dialect, comma, delimiter equal, we have given equal, comma, and skip initial space equal to true. That is, initial space has been skipped. That if you are giving true means that space will be skipped. And we are opening the CSV file, and we have given dialect equal to my dialect, and row in a reader and printing the row. So the output has been printed with the space. It has been given as an input. Next program is to explain that it contains a space after the delimiter. The same thing which I already said, skip initial space equal to true, like that we are giving means the data will be printed with the space. Next, CSV file has been the data with the quotes, comma, pipeline symbol and quotes. These three are used in CSV file. First we have seen about comma, next quotes. Here you have to use the csv.register dialect. In this you can give the quotes also. Here one output has been given. For getting this output you have to write the CSV file, because the output itself displayed as with the quotes. Okay. Here see the first point, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. That is in between the double quotes. Okay. Next, the example for this one. Here the my dialect and delimiter has been given equal comma and quoting equal to csv dot quote all. So quote all is used here. By using this, the output will be displayed with the quotes. So you have seen here, as I already said, the quotes has been displayed for the output. Next, pipeline symbol, that is custom delimiters has been used. Here also csv.register dialect is used for displaying the pipeline symbol. Pipeline symbol means one line will be coming, you know that pipeline means that is called. Here the output, it is showing the output with the pipeline symbol, that is sample4.csv file. It has, the column has been separated by a line. Can you see? Roll number, name and city. This three things has been separated by a line. That line is called as pipeline symbol, that is custom delimiter we have used. That here in this example, import CSV and csv.register dialect of my dialect, comma, delimiter equal to, this is the pipeline symbol we have used. And we are opening the file, that is sample4, and as usual we are giving the my dialect and row as a reader and printing the row, and finally we are closing. So the output will come with the pipeline symbol in the Microsoft Excel. These program has been typed in the notepad. It is saved as a CSV file, and we are opening the Microsoft Excel and seeing this output means the output will come with the pipeline symbol. Okay. So in today's class we have discussed about entirely about the rules for formatting the data in the CSV file, and reading and writing operations in the CSV file, and what are all the Python file modes available. And finally we have seen about the reader function. In reader function, three ways we can give. One is comma, quotes and pipeline. All the three we have discussed today. So next class we will go for another topic. Thank you.